In the quiet town of Redding, California, where the internet was often spotty, 24-year-old coder Riley Chen lived in a rented trailer, working coding jobs. In June 2022, during a heat wave, her Wi-Fi flickered, then locked onto a strange signal. Nowhere. Curious, she connected, expecting a neighbor's unsecured router. Instead, her screen glitched, displaying a grainy video feed of her trailer's interior. Her couch, her cat Mochi sleeping, live, from an impossible angle. Her webcam was off. Her phone showed no apps running. The feed shifted, panning her dusty yard under moonlight, sagebrush swaying like skeletal fingers in a silent wind. A chat window popped up. "Riley, you're awake." Her heart raced. She unplugged her router, but the signal held, her screen pulsing with static that hummed in her skull. The chat typed, "Look outside." She peeked through the blinds, nothing but stars and sagebrush. Yet the feed showed a shadow, humanoid but wrong, limbs too long by her mailbox, head tilted as if listening. She slammed her laptop shut, but it reopened, the feed now inside her bedroom showing her frozen, wide-eyed. The chat typed, "Invite me in her dead brother Caleb's slang, gone 5 years from an overdose." Riley's fingers typed, "Who are you?" without her touch. Her screen flickered, showing a deleted photo, her and Caleb, his face eyeless, smiling unnaturally. By midnight, her devices hummed, apps opening unbidden, screens flashing with static. Her phone played a voicemail from Caleb's number. "Let me in." The trailer's walls creaked, lights dimming as if something pressed against them. Mochi hissed at the air, claws out, eyes fixed on nothing. The feed showed the shadow at her door, its face a blur of static, limbs twitching like a glitch. Riley barricaded the door with a chair, but the knob rattled, slow and deliberate, as if savoring her fear. She found a forum post on NetHaunt, an obscure dark website, about nowhere. Users called it an entity, latching onto lonely signals, mimicking loved ones to cross over. Instructions warned, don't reply, don't engage. Riley had answered. Her screen showed her trailer from above, as if a camera floated, the shadow pacing her hall. The chat typed, "You're mine now." Her fingers coded a firewall against her will, runes embedded in the script, glowing faintly. The air grew cold, her breath visible, windows fogging with no heat source. Mochi bolted outside, yowling. The feed showed the shadow behind Riley, its hand on her shoulder. She felt dread, her screen reflection showing eyes not hers, black, endless voids. Riley smashed her laptop, but her phone lit up, the feed continuing. She ran to the library, using their Wi-Fi to research. Old posts mentioned a 1940s radio tower near Redding, abandoned after operators heard voices from nowhere, their minds unraveling. It was a mile away. She drove there at dawn, finding a rusted tower humming faintly, cables pulsing like veins under the desert sun. The feed followed, showing her at the tower, the shadow looming, its face Caleb's, distorted, mouth moving silently. She climbed, heart pounding, to cut the cables. Her phone typed, "Don't." The air buzzed, whispers audible, chanting her name in Caleb's voice, layered with her parents, gone in the same crash. She severed a wire, sparks flew, her phone screaming a human wail that echoed in her chest. The feed went black, but her reflection lingered, smiling when she didn't. Back home, her devices were dead, but scratches appeared on her walls, forming runes like her code. She found a journal in the trailer's crawl space, pages from 1943, detailing a technician's experiments with the tower, tapping signals from the void. He wrote of voices begging to be let in, their words etched into his skin, driving him to carve his name into the tower's base. Riley's arms itched, runes appearing under her flesh, glowing under moonlight. A Polaroid in the journal showed the tower surrounded by figures, their faces blurred, limbs too long, like the shadow on her feed. Riley found a hidden panel in her trailer, revealing a rusted radio receiver, its dials scratched with runes matching her code. It hummed, unpowered, whispering Caleb's voice, "Stay with me." Her fingers typed on her broken laptop, screen cracked but glowing, runes forming her name. She burned the journal, but the smoke curled into shapes, faces, eyeless, watching her. The trailer's lights flickered, casting shadows that moved against the walls, mimicking her every gesture, as if the signal had woven itself into the air. Riley moved to Sacramento, swearing off Wi-Fi. Her new phone caught faint signals, nowhere flickering in the list. She dreams of Caleb, his eyeless face calling from static, promising reunion. Her laptop, untouched, boots up at night, displaying code she didn't write, runes pulsing across the screen. Scratches on her arms form Caleb's name, glowing faintly, as if the signal lingers. Reading locals avoid the tower, where signals hum, whispering names in the dark. Riley's skin crawls, code running beneath it, her shadow glitching like a corrupted file. She wakes to her phone typing, "You can't leave." The trailer's walls creak, miles away, the signals reach unending, its whispers now in her own voice, calling her to surrender.